out there. Are the Rams the 49ers' biggest rival? Got a couple. People think it's the Cowboys still.
I just have a problem when you have to assume two teams are going to be that dominant. I go the 99ers and Cowboys, where you knew they were going to meet, and that was the Super Bowl in the playoffs. But how can it not be the Rams? You got a coach that I think 37 years old. I didn't know how much older Kyle, who was 43 years old. I mean, that's your disciple. You know, that's your – he's supposed to be a young – and he's already got his hardware at 37, and you tango twice, and – the Rams knocked the Niners off at home to go get that Super Bowl victory over Cincinnati.
But what about Seattle? Like, Seattle was better than the Rams.
But what if I say
year?
They've been down for a while? It's bigger
they
than
made
just
the playoffs last year.
But before that, it's been bad. Well, Niner fans can help us.
Yeah,
Maybe Evan can put it on the poll.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
Who is the Niners' rival? It's got to be the Rams. Now, it used to be Seattle. Don't get me wrong. But Seattle ain't one diddly squat. The Rams, you know.
I get it. Rivalry can be in its infancy. You don't think it's the Eagles right now? Because the Eagles eliminated the Niners last year, and everybody believes they may be on a collision course this year, and they're gonna play in Week 12.
Well, what if I did this for the Eagles? How many times have they played each other in the playoffs the last 4 years? You know what
once.
You can't. A rival, you gotta tango. Now they could tango this year. They played Dallas the last 2 years, but the Rams in your division have won a Super Bowl and you have not. And they got a hotshot coach that's 37 years old trying to get his Kyle Shanahan on in McVay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, how 49er fans would answer that. 888-957-9570. I feel like even though the Rams have won a title,
talk to me.
That the Niners just they've kind of outgrown them in a way.
And they got a Super Bowl. The Rams, like, how could you say that?
A couple years ago, for sure.
Yeah.
TJ Houshmandzadeh was talking about Kyle Shanahan, and this is from. Willard and Dibbs, of course.
Yeah.
Talking about Kyle Shanahan. Tell me if you agree with this, Goo. TJ Houshmandzadeh.
The fact that they say that, they're crazy. They're crazy. I mean, outside of Harbaugh, what have the 49ers done? Outside of when Harbaugh was a coach, like, he's arrogant. So? If his arrogance offends you, that's a you problem. Like, this is the best way to explain it. You know, you have your wife and you complain, you get a divorce. You get another girlfriend or wife. And then you realize your wife wasn't that bad after all. You can't go back and get her. Go ahead and get rid of Kyle Shanahan and then see what it's like. See what it's like then. What you going to complain about then? Oh, man, I wish I could get my wife. Oh, you can't get Shanahan back. He was somebody else. Shanahan is one of the best coaches, play callers, play designers in the league. And I think when you've had as much success as the 49ers have had, you get you expect so much. And so when things don't go your way, he's arrogant. His play calling is not as good. He's never won the big one. Winning the big one is kind of hard. There's plenty of great coaches that haven't won it. I believe the 49ers winning it will come soon. But them fans need to look themselves in the mirror before they start criticizing Shanahan, because that man is the truth.
That's TJ Houshmandzadeh.
Man, I don't detect any lies. And I'll say this about Brandon Ayuk, who all of a sudden is, he's having a bust-out season. He's a household name. I agree with TJ in this sense. The play design and play caller, we've already given him that. But I have come down this road for situational play calling, Steiny. But what he did with Ayuk in regard to the tough love, we had Herm Edwards on yesterday with the morning roast a couple days ago. So how can I not? That's coaching. So I don't think TJ said anything that's not true.
Well, I mean,
all he's missing is a ring.
Well,
man.
the thing is I get, what did he say about Kyle's arrogance? Well, if Kyle's arrogant, that's a you problem. Well, it might not be. I mean, if an arrogance doesn't just, like, if Kyle's arrogance, maybe eventually it starts to rub players the wrong way if they don't keep winning like this.
Well, Harbaugh's arrogance is why he's not here, right?
Well,
telling the owner, get out of here, it's just for men.
Yeah, Shanahan
That's
doesn't
arrogance.
do that. Shanahan doesn't that's the other thing. That's why Shanahan's also not going anywhere, because he knows how to manage up. Steven in San Jose. What's up, Steven? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How you guys doing?
Doing well.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about this, because they're talking about the rivalry as far as, with Dallas and Rams. I feel like most recently, it's got to be L.A., man. I mean, like you guys said, that conference championship game, it still hurts. They took us out, went ahead and won that Super Bowl, man. And I feel like we could have won, Cincinnati. We could have took them out and had that Super Bowl, man. And they took that from us, man.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. They won the one game you needed to win.
And Pete Carroll, I want to say long in the tooth. Obviously, he's older than Kyle, but Steiny, isn't there something with McVay? Aren't they from like the same cloth and Kyle? And the fact that the youngster beat him, but Kyle has the ownage when you talk about the regular season.
Yeah, so what? Doesn't mean anything.
No, but yeah, it does.
No, the 49er
we beat you on Monday night a couple years ago.
Rather have?
No, I'm with you.
Okay. Well,
but you
don't sugarcoat it. Stop it, Goo. Don't sugarcoat it. What? The Rams have a ring. The 49ers don't.
And
don't
I'm the guy that says that.
Well,
that supersedes.
Thank you. Well, I don't give a rat's behind about 6 wins in the regular season that cumulatively meant nothing.
And, well, what about the state of the team currently?
How do you decide when it's all about winning a Super Bowl and when then you're going to give credit to a non-Super Bowl winning team?
Hey, Steiny, see, this is how you need your forgetting pills. We both have them. I'm the one that told you the Super Bowl supersedes, and I would rather be McVay.
Of course.
Even though I'm going through hell right now, or what we deem hell.
Just stop. You can stop there. I'd rather have McVay than Shanahan. You don't have to say no shade at Kyle.
Oh, no.
You don't have to say, even though he's a boy genius and he's a great play caller, just let it go.
No,
McVay's better than Shanahan.
No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say I would rather have the ring and be McVay.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. I would give my right leg for a chip, Steiny. I don't know if you would. And that doesn't make you a bad person.
Wait, what are you saying?
I would give my right leg for a chip.
No, you would not.
Yeah. I'd go all in, like what the Rams did. I'd go all in. Throw it up.
So if the Cowboys win the Super Bowl this year, you'll cut off your right leg.
No,
that's what it sounds like.
No, you know what I mean. Yeah.
I'm literal. I told you.
Yeah, we know.
That's my problem.
But McVay, it's got in Dallas, they got the history. They've tangled the last 2 years in the playoffs. So from a nostalgia standpoint, I get that. But a rival to me, Matt Steinmetz, is a team you're going to see twice in your division and a team that bumped you off to go get their Super Bowl.
See?
Got to be the Rams.
Sorry. It's not 510. Shanahan owns McVay. The hell are you talking about? Yeah?
No, those whatever regular, they don't equate to the NFC Championship.
No, they don't.
Nobody would tell you otherwise. And I think that bothers Kyle. We might see a 40 burger from the Niners.
It should. He's not the best young coach in the NFL.
Dude, he's 43 to 37.
707. Biggest rival right now has to be Seattle.
It's got to be somebody you play.
They broke Alex Smith. Guru. Okay.
One of the best NFC Championship games ever, 2014, when Sherman picked off Cap in the end zone. You like that? No, that wasn't. That was Cousins. What did he say to the reporter, Andrews?
I'm not sure.
That fool tried to. Remember, he was.
I believe the term was a sorry-ass receiver.
That Crabtree is not a sorry-ass receiver.
Oh, boy.